Hi, I'm Steve Marcus from the Academia INGLESGARANTIZADO here in Murcia, and I just wanted to talk with you today about some of the things people have been telling us when they come to our door or when they call us on the phone or send us some emails here at INGLESGARANTIZADO. One of the biggest problems we face now in Murcia is that a lot of people have certificates in English from the United States, from the TOEFL, or maybe from Trinity in London, but they really don't speak English. And even parents are getting worried that their children have certificates on the wall, but their English collapses on contact when they land in England or when they meet a native English speaker here in Murcia. And one of the reasons for that is certificate in English is just a minimum level of oral English. In fact, the certificate says Certificado en Inglés Oral, but it's just a proof that you have a minimum level of English, oral English, in order to pass that exam. In order to have a really natural level of English, a comfortable natural level, you're not going to get that with a certificate. That's just a stop along the way to getting a good level of oral English. The problem in Murcia is that a lot of academias and groups where people study with 4 or 5, they just don't have time to teach you, to get you to have a really good level of oral English. So they use the certificate as the final stop. They're very proud of that, but here in Inglés Garantizado, the certificate's important to us, but it's just like a stop along the way. If you're interested in another stop, which is a good level of oral English, you know, many people in countries where they don't speak Spanish have certificates in Spanish, and they're very proud of them, but when they come to Murcia, you know they don't speak Spanish very well. And that's how you probably speak English if you have a certificate, or your kid, your child. Many of them have certificates in English from the United States or from Trinity. They don't really have a good level of English. So, if you live in Murcia and you're interested in having a really good level of English, forget about the groups. I mean, it's the same, the method that the group has, magical methods or super methods, and they have statistical proof about the quality of their methods. It doesn't work. The most you're ever going to get is just a certificate and a minimum level of oral English. If you really want a really high level of English for yourself or for your kids, you need to find private classes with a native from England or the United States. And you need to sit down and just speak English. Memorizing sentences after sentence or word after word is not a way to speak English. You'll get that certificate, but that's not regular, natural, normal English. Okay, so if you're interested in speaking English, you can give us a call at inglesgarantizado.com or on the internet. I think some of the teachers are in Facebook or 20, whatever that is, and on MySpace. We prepare people here for certificates from England, the Escuela Oficial de Idiomas, and also from the United States. But the certificate for us is meta. It's not the finishing line. It's just a stop along the way. We're more interested in giving you a really good level of oral English. And you're not going to get that in a group of 4, no matter what the method is from the group. Okay? Here we have private classes, we have centers, we have professors. We're near where you work or near where you live. In order to speak English, you need to speak English. You need to talk one-on-one with a native, and you can't have 4 or 5 people in your classroom. That's no way to do it. Okay? And if you have a certificate, that doesn't mean you have a good level of oral English or that your kids have a good level. Okay? I'm Steve Marcus from the Academia Inglés Garantizado.